She is a proud graduate of Detroit's Cass Tech High School. After earning her degrees, she dedicated her life to sharing her knowledge. Tonight, Fox 2's Josh Landon introduces us to one teacher who's proving that you don't have to be a household name to make a big difference.
You want to walk into the room, you want to own the space, you want to own that stage.
Marilyn McCormick moved here to Detroit in 1969 as a teenager with her family.
It makes it believable. Now we want to listen.
Marilyn attended Cass Tech from her sophomore year until graduation. She went to Bowling Green University, and right after college, Marilyn started working as a substitute teacher at her former high school in Detroit. Her original plan was to work in the D for only a few years and then make the move to New York City to live the big dream as a dancer.
I fell in love with teaching. Yeah, like I really, really liked it.
Marilyn has been a teacher at Cass Tech for the past 40 years.
You don't see that a lot. You see teachers leave after the first year saying they can't handle these kids. And there's 2,000 kids in Cass Tech, and she sees a good 50% of those students. So she's influenced so many people, and just to have her here is truly a blessing.
For many of her former students, Marilyn has also been an inspiration, including those who now teach at Cass Tech.
Here I am now, the debate teacher and debate coach, being able to give back to students what I learned from her.
Knowing what kind of influence she's had on her former and current students, Marilyn says her passion is to share her knowledge.
To say, this is what I do, this is what I love, this is probably what is making me who I am, and you can have it too.
She teaches her young up-and-comers that they can achieve anything if they have the passion and master the craft.
And there's a distinct difference, isn't there, between acting and being.
This is a bittersweet story because Marilyn will retire at the end of the school year.
We are the last ones. We are the kind of end of the line, you know, so we have to keep up the legacy. We have to continue to be great because we are her.
Frederick Douglass, W.E.B. Du Bois, Langston Hughes, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr.
I have a dream.
Just to name a few black leaders who we normally read about during Black History Month. But rarely do we read about the teachers who's had an impact on future generations.
They don't allow us to know who the black leaders that made great leaders. She is my backbone.
And a hero comes along.
This loyal and local icon is leaving DPS at a time when the future is uncertain. Student walkouts, teacher sickouts, the fight for better conditions in Detroit public schools continue. Not to mention a budget deficit that will have to be addressed by lawmakers. Marilyn has done her part as an educator, and now it's time for her to watch from the sidelines for one more lesson and some encouragement before she walks away.
To know that all things are possible. That no matter how daunting the road and the task is in front of you, or it may seem, anything is possible. You know, just keep your shoulder to the plow.
And you'll finally see the truth.